You have Kevin Durant's apology in your pocket?
Marcellus, do you mind? I need to just do this myself, the camera, Kevin. If I can just...
Can I get some of this?
Have a moment.
America, get him.
If I can just have a moment. I got to take this time now to apologize to this man, Kevin Durant, the man they call Easy Money Sniper. More than that, I have to take this time to apologize to my alma mater, the University of Texas. Kevin Durant attended the University of Texas, as did I, and shame on me for doubting Kevin Durant. Shame on me for doubting Easy Money Sniper. Shame on me for disgracing my university with such little faith. I know what starts there changes the world and changes a series, so I'm foolish. Now, with all that being said, the game Kevin Durant had was so masterful. That's why I'm up here eating crow with my words, apologizing. Historically, one of the greatest playoff performances we've ever seen, especially since the 2000s. Think about the great playoff performances. We can go back to 2001. Allen Iverson steps over Ty Lue. Y'all remember that? Allen Iverson, the Lakers had won 11 games straight, but here comes AI, 48, 6, 5, and 5. A great playoff performance. But let's jump forward. How about 2018? Is it my guy, LeBron James? 2018 NBA Finals, 51, 8, and 8. They lost because, J.R. Smith, he kind of forgot what the score was. That was another great playoff performance. How about 2019 Eastern Conference Semis? Kawhi Leonard, the ball hits each and every crevice of the rim before it goes in an elimination game against the Sixers. Another great playoff performance. Kawhi, 41 points, 3 assists. But then, easy money, the easiest money. Sniper, just yesterday, my, 49, 17, 10. KD, I'm sorry. It was my mistake. It will not happen again. You shall not be doubted again. That's all I got, Sel. That's all I got. Oh, wait. What? That's not all I got.
Okay.
Because I had to put everything in perspective of where that ranked amongst great playoff performances. Sorry, KD, I just did you again. And when you think about Kawhi, the great one I just showed, 47 points responsible for. You think about AI, again, game 1, 2001, 61 points responsible for. You think about LeBron, 51, 8, and 8, 70 points responsible for. And then KD, he just blew everybody out the water. He blew everybody out the water, and he blew my mind, 74 points responsible for. Now, that's all I got. And I think that might be all the KD praise one can take for the first 15 minutes of a show.
Come on over here, Acho. And as you make your way back here to this hot seat, oh, trust me, it's hot. Oh, boy. Yes, you needed to apologize to Kevin Durant. The best player in basketball. The guy I've been talking to you about, trying to school you about, trying to educate you about how pure he is for this game and how there's no one better playing it right now. Woo! I'm glad you said my. You went a little New Edition there. There's another New Edition song that comes to mind when they had the lyrics, I apologize. And you need to do that louder, because it's funny in our business. Oh, I'm about to go Kwame Brown on your head right now. In our business, the criticism is much louder than the apology. That was good.
That was loud. That was loud.
That was big.
3 minutes.
That was big.
That was 3 minutes of a heart-pouring out apology, including an alma mater worn jacket to apologize to my school as well. That was loud now, Sel.
Okay, it was a lot of swag in there, a lot of that freebie, a lot of the, we supposed to be brothers. But I needed to be even louder than it was, and it was pretty loud and big. Let's talk about why we got here. We got here because people don't give respect and flowers in the moment. We got here because people save their best for the eulogy. But when they living, people just want to sit there and say, you ain't all that. Kevin Durant is all that. And Kevin Durant has always been all that. Man, you went to the school where you should have known he was all that before me at Columbia knew he was all that. Come on, Mr. UT, do better than that. Let's talk about what Kevin Durant is. This is the same guy that joined forces with an MVP in Steph Curry. And even Steph Curry had to respect his greatness, had to defer to his greatness, allow him, I'm going to say allow this to be nice to Steph Curry, allow him to take the alpha role with this team and win 2 finals MVPs, where Steph Curry has how many? None. So think about this. When you're Steph Curry, on top of the world time Steph Curry, already won a championship Steph Curry, And then this guy shows up, head touching the Jumbotron, can't block his shot. He's unguardable. And even the almighty Steph Curry had to say, I ain't got it like him. That's who we're talking about. I need Acho to understand that when I'm talking to my brother, like you were talking about your brother from UT, have a little more respect and understanding of the words coming out of my mouth.
Now, let's be clear, though, Marcellus Wiley. The only thing I ever did was give Kevin Durant a conditional statement. I told y'all.
I knew you were going to play that card. I knew you were going to play that card.
I don't want to argue. I want to know. All I did was give Kevin Durant a conditional statement. America, what the heck is a conditional statement? It's an if-then statement. If you do this, then you are that. I said, hey, KD, if in fact you win this game, I said a great scorer will score a lot of points and lose. The greatest player will score a lot of points and win. If you lead this team to victory, then you're the greatest player. I'm not so ignorant and arrogant that I'm coming up here today and still saying that Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James or Steph Curry are the greatest players today on June 6th at 12:06 p.m. Pacific time. I'm not saying that. I said, hey, KD, if you do what I don't think you can, then you're the greatest player. And he did just that. Why did I doubt him? Very simple. He'd never done it before.
Oh, my God.
KD said at the end of the game, he said, I've been asked to do a lot of these things. I've been asked to score. I've been asked to play defense. I've been asked to lead. I've been asked to galvanize a team. Yeah, you've been asked to do all of that at separate times. You ain't never been asked to do it at once. I've been asked to toss a football up in the air. I ain't never been asked to juggle. So, Kevin Durant, I doubted it, Sel, because I had never seen it. We've never seen Kevin Durant have to single-handedly put a team on his back. Definitely not in Golden State, even when people were hurt, a la Klay Thompson with the hamstring prior to Klay Thompson tearing the ACL. Kevin Durant didn't have to lead the team. Still had Steph, still had Klay, still had Draymond. Kevin Durant, yes, he was asked to play defense. But you had one of the greatest defenders of the generation in Draymond. You had one of the greatest on-ball defenders in Klay. So, KD, we asked you to play defense, but typically guarding the third best offensive player. You were never asked to do what you did yesterday. And yesterday, he blew my mind. But he blew my mind because I doubted it because I had never seen it. Even in OKC, you still had Russ. Yeah, you may have had a young Russ, but by the latter half of your OKC days, Russ was still mature and developed, giving you 24 and 6 a game. So, Sel, I have now apologized very loudly. My apology was just as loud as my criticism. But the reason I had my doubts was because I ain't seen it.
Oh, wow. You know what? It's funny you haven't seen it from Kevin Durant, so you give him a conditional statement.
Yes, sir. An if-then statement.
An if-then
yes,
statement.
Sir.
I chose time. If then, you got to repeat it. You know, with them hands, boy. Okay. You are used to other co-hosts. I could tell. You like the Phoenix Suns. You ain't played nobody yet. This is your big dog over here. You know I write down everything you say,
yes,
dog.
You do.
Okay. Now, I'm going to get to this point, but first, you also yesterday asked this question.
What I asked?
Could Kevin Durant be LeBron James for a day?
For a day. Just one day.
Could Kevin Durant be LeBron James for a day?
Yes, sir,
that's not a conditional statement right there. That's not an if-then. I'm looking for it.
It's a question.
Okay. I'm just going to put that America to the side. Because let's talk about why Kevin Durant didn't even need last night to cement his legacy. But people like you who are challenging Kevin Durant to give us a moment, but it has already seen moments from people that you love. Your favorite player, LeBron James.
Yes, sir.
And then it sounds like your second best favorite player is Steph Curry. Let's do this before let's do that. Kevin Durant had a better game last night than LeBron has ever had in the postseason. You ready to go here? And you have never conditionally challenged LeBron James to any such game. Let's talk about Kevin Durant's 49, 17, and 10 last night. 70% field goal percentage, 44 from three. LeBron's most points in the playoffs was 51 points. Okay, a little more points. 8 rebounds and 8 assists in a losing effort against the Warriors. 59%, 43 from three. KD had more efficient numbers in a winning effort and all around a better game. Let's talk about LeBron, who's had 3 career 40-point triple-double games. But he's just 1 and 2 in those same games. And none of his triple-double games were as efficient as Kevin Durant's. I just want you to understand what you did. You boxed yourself in here. So now take these punches. Steph had 47, 8 and 7 in a losing effort versus the Raptors in the 2019 finals. 45 from the field, 43 from three. Damn, KD, you got better numbers than these dudes in their best moments and more efficient. Get that page out of here. Let's talk about when we celebrate LeBron. When you, King James. Now, this is no shot at the King because you know I think he's
don't shoot at him.
However, you better start putting some respect on KD's name. I'm about to cry like Birdman up here. LeBron James, remember when he played against the Warriors in Game 7 of the 2016 Finals? Oh, my God, LeBron. 27, 11, and 11. Following his Game 6 of that series, he scored 41, 11, and 8. Anybody? Anybody see any numbers? Anybody hear any numbers better than Kevin Durant last night? Oh, my God. Oh, what about LeBron when he was against the Celtics? That historical Game 6. Yeah, you can exhale all you want. 46, 11, and 9. Anybody hear any numbers better than Kevin Durant? The point is, I don't even know why you even issued this challenge to Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant has already showed you he's the greatest. And now he, in his greatest moments, greater than even the guys you think.
Let's clarify something. Kevin Durant had a greater game in the playoffs than you could say LeBron James has had. Kevin Durant did not have a more meaningful game.
Oh,
it was
God.
a great. No.
Goalpost.
Here's what I'm not going to do. I just praised the man. Jim, camera, please. I just praised the man. But what I'm not going to do is now start creating a whole bunch of lies. Let me praise him. Kevin Durant had an incredible performance. 49, 17, 10 in a Game 5. Great. It wasn't an elimination game. It wasn't win or go home. Kevin Durant the goalpost didn't move. It was an amazing game. But I'm not going to sit here and act like Kevin Durant's game was greater than LeBron's 45, 15, and 5 Game 6 elimination game in the Garden. Forced Game 7, ends up winning Game 7. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to hijack
Why is it elimination?
It was elimination. It was 3-2.
Okay,
it was 3-2. It was an elimination game in the Garden.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
LeBron James shot 19 for 26. What KD shoot yesterday? KD shot out of this world, but we're not going to act like we've never seen it before. LeBron James has suffered if-then statements. He suffered if-then statements. KD had never had the if-then. If you do this, big dog, then you are that. He did it yesterday. I'm no longer here to kick sand on Kevin Durant.
Okay,
I'm no longer here to do that.
Okay, good.
But I'm also not going to revise history.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not going to act as though we haven't seen more meaningful feats before. Maybe not as impressive feats, but meaningful. Yes.
So in defeat yesterday, if it was meaningful, it would have been okay. No, it wouldn't have been. It's also, did it have the impact? And you don't respect equity. I've noticed that. No, you don't. You know what? Because we're going to get back. Did Tom Brady need a 7th ring to prove his greatness? We went through a football season where you made it seem like he did. I know he didn't. He already has 6. But once again, we find ourselves in the same position a different way. Now we're with Kevin Durant, who's already won 2 championships, who's already won 2 Finals MVPs, and did it when he was better than Steph Curry at the time, your second favorite player, and you won't give him all of his flowers. Look, don't give him 10 flowers and say—
He didn't earn them all.
Don't give him 10 flowers and say it's a dozen, brother. Give him the entire bouquet of flowers.
I will give you the whole bouquet if you pay for the whole bouquet. Yesterday, KD paid for the whole bouquet of flowers. That's why I'm up here. Hercules. Because yesterday, he finally paid for them all.
Finally?
In Golden State. He was the best player on the best team. Just because you are the best player on the best team does not, to me, make you the best player in the world. You could argue Tom Brady was the best player on the best team. I am still taking Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes over Tom Brady. Now, let's get back to basketball.
Let's go.
Kevin Durant was the best player on a 73-win Warriors team. Congratulations. They went to the NBA Finals without you. Prior, they won the NBA Finals without you. They were up 3-1 without you. If Draymond does not get suspended, they may win 2 chips without you. KD, you were not asked to do anything crazy. Sarah, I didn't even use this note, but we're here. We're here, America, and I put up my guard, and now it's time to throw these hooks. Do y'all realize Kevin Durant joined a Warriors team that already had an MVP on it and then won a championship? In history, we have to go back to 1983 to find a league MVP, Moses Malone, who joins a team that already has an MVP on it, Dr. J. to win a chip. You got to go all the way back to 1983. There have been teams that have had 2 league MVPs that have won chips. Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, the Lakers. But Kobe did not win his chip until he was no longer with Shaq. There have been teams that have gone to the finals with 2 league MVPs. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, the Thunder. But Russell Westbrook did not win his MVP, league MVP, until Kevin Durant had departed. Kevin Durant, an MVP, joined a team that already had an MVP, league MVP in Steph Curry, and then won a chip. To me, I'm like, hey, KD, that's impressive, but it ain't all that. You a league MVP, joined another league MVP, and you won your chip. We got to go back to 83 to see that happen. So this, to me, was something that KD did that he had never done before. So he put the entire team on his back. That is why I am now, hey, you paid for a dozen, here's your dozen. I'm not giving you flowers for paying for a half dozen. Because what KD did, it's like those street vendors. You be at dinner with your lady, you be at dinner with your dude. You know the dudes that come up, the ones that come up with flowers.
Oh, they old.
They come up with flowers.
Dated ass models.
Do you want this? Do you want this?
No.
And no, I don't want those.
I don't want those.
Because that's not the full array that's not the full array. Kevin Durant did something he had never done before yesterday. He put the team on his back, a team that could not have done it without him. The Warriors could have done it without him. In fact, the Warriors did do it without him.
They could have did it without him, but they went to the Hamptons to beg him to come, and they could have did it without him.
Did not.
Okay. So let's start taking away rings then, since you want to say, if you join forces with other greats, then we got
not all rings are created equal, and you have said that yourself.
Yeah, but I'm about to show you what context matters. LeBron's first 2 chips. We're going to take him away because he was with 2 future Hall of Famers?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. We got a Finals MVP?
Can we establish something, though, please? Can we please establish something? Because people have been saying what you've been saying.
I don't know who these people are.
300 or so Hall of Famers in NBA history. There are 38 NBA MVPs. 38 league MVPs to 300 or so Hall of Famers. A lot of people play with Hall of Famers. Don't nobody play with another league MVP, Sal. You have to at least acknowledge,
that
KD played with another league MVP.
Yeah. First of all, you're almost giving me what Chris Middleton is thinking. I'm playing with a 2-time MVP. What's that doing for me right now? Nothing. Sucker, here go the ball. Here go Giannis Antetokounmpo. I ain't trying to shoot them free throws. Here go the ball. Giannis, I ain't got them skills down low. James Harden is waving people off. Nah, me and you, Giannis. I already know. So stop giving me this. MVP is a different threshold than Hall of Famer. When you got Chris Bosh, you got Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade already showed you he could do it as a Finals MVP. Oh, let's go when he plays with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, another future Hall of Famer, playing with Kevin Love. Say what you want about him. Yao Ming's in the Hall of Fame. Kevin Love going to be in the Hall of Fame. Point is, we can't really slice and dice these guys up to the point where the criteria is you've done it by yourself. Because none of them do it by themselves. One more thing I got to tell you that you got to at least give. All right, here's the 11th flower of the bouquet. Let's just hope. The genius of Kevin Durant last night, to know that he had to play the entire game. He said he went up to coach and said, look, if you're going to take me out a couple minutes, but I really don't even need that. The genius to know I'm going to play the whole game and when to turn it on so I can finish this game strong. Think about it. First half, down 17. You're in a situation, and Kevin Durant hadn't really turned it on just yet. Jeff Green had more points going in the third quarter than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant knew when to kick. And most of the time, traditional track fans, we know when to kick. When you go in that last straightaway. But when did he kick? He kicked early in that curve and said, y'all don't expect this. And he finished the game where Giannis could not.
I'm going to end with this conversation in beautiful agreement. When you talk about knowing when to kick, I know exactly what you mean, and hopefully viewers, y'all do as well. I will give Kevin Durant his flowers for this reason.
All 12? The dozen?
I'll give him the dozen off yesterday's performance for this reason. It was intellectual genius matched with physical genius. Kevin Durant knew exactly what it would take and when it would take it and how much he had to give. Because to your point, if he gives it in the first half and they go into the locker room trailing by 9 instead of trailing by 16, sure, it looks better. It feels better, but does he still have enough in the fourth? Kevin Durant knew just how far ahead he could let the Bucks go and still be able to reel them in and win at the finish.
Yeah.
They say that Peak performance is when maximal difficulty meets maximal ability. That is when peak performance occurs, when maximum level of difficulty meets maximum ability. And I think we saw Kevin Durant in peak performance yesterday. Maximum level of difficulty with James Harden 1 for 10 from the field, Joe Harris 1 for 7 from 3. It met his maximum level of ability, 49, 17, and 15.
No, and 10.
10. Either way,
Lord.
something outlandish.
And KD, the genius is he knew when to kick and the real Achos takes back in and catch you right when it matters most. Because KD.
Can we get to the next segment, please?